We live, we live, we live, we live, we live. We are live, we are live. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Um, I'm gonna split screen this. All right, that looks good. That looks good there. Not to YouTube Studios. We don't need YouTube Studios. No, we want YouTube. Let's close it out. Hold on one second, guys. Actually, close that out. Close you out. Put you over here. Oh, here we go. I'm right where I want to be now. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm making some things happen here real quick. Let's go here. That's what we want. That's what we want. Let's see what we got here. We're already live streaming there. So are we? So this live stream in YouTube. This is this. Hold on. Let me go to my thing and see if I'm live streaming right. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm figuring some stuff out here real quick. Let me go to my channel. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can hear myself. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can hear myself. Oh, okay. We definitely live. We definitely live. All right, cool. So let's go.
And despite.
All right. So we want to. Nope, not there. Cancel that. So we want to. Is it this one? Nope. Cancel there. Share with my screen. All right. So, like I've been telling y'all, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we all been waiting for, hands down. For Candace to come back, and Candace is back, y'all. Candace is back. So, let's listen to this together. I already heard it one time, so we're gonna. It's about an hour. We're gonna go over it together, and let's see what we got. Let's actually see if I can. Can't really do no editing here, so I would like to make it full screen. All right, so here we go.
The fact that Turning Point USA is a literal charity, and therefore it's not even have to pay tax on that $250 million plus or pay tax on the alleged future billions that it's due to rake in thanks to a deal with a man named Pierre. These talking heads are claiming that the public simply wanting to ensure the person who is running that organization is, I don't know, at a bare minimum, moderately honest about who she says she is. No, that inquiry makes you a monster. So I guess your job is to head to work 9 to 5, receive a flurry of unsolicited emails and text messages reminding you that Charlie Kirk, the innocent man that you watched be executed in broad daylight live, you're to be reminded that was her Charlie. My Charlie needs your help. Here's how you can give us your 401k and house. The emails have been landing.
So basically, she's gonna break down. So this is all about Erica and her background and what she got going on. And if y'all notice, Candace really been the only one that's been following the case the right way, to tell you the truth. We think the FBI and the feds are serving us a crock of crap. If you guys step in the room, go ahead and make a comment, like, comment, and subscribe. But so she just finna, and you know, Candace, she does her homework. So she started her when she was young, and she's just saying that it's just trash how they think they just want to sell us anything and think we're supposed to go for it, and that ain't how we going. Like, that ain't what we doing. So she's just gonna break it down, and let you know why we ain't doing that.
Into your inbox at an alarming rate, saying things like that. There's virtually nothing that the feds are telling us about his murder that makes any objective sense. But if you're feeling weird about any of that, you're reminded constantly that she is a grieving widow. She's a grieving widow. That sentence, in my opinion, is this year's Trust the Science. She's a grieving widow. The mainstream media, of course, Zionists implied, are effectively telling you to roll up your sleeves and get the vaccine again, dopes. Tyler Robinson did it. Erica Kirk is grieving. Please allow her to do so in the privacy of the billion-dollar charity that she took over. Remember when they did the 6 feet social distancing?
And that's crazy that she took over a charity. You don't pay no taxes or no nothing when it's the charity. You know what I mean? So she basically she got a money printing machine. Talking about Erica. Motive for murder, if you ask me, allegedly.
Thing, they cast that spell. Let your granddad die alone in the hospital. If you desire to see your grandma this Thanksgiving, it's because the gates of hell. Obey the government. It's the same kind of messaging, the same kind of emotional manipulation, but it's a new year. Still have questions or concerns about who Erica Kirk is and why she seems to have lied many times on record? Well, you're Satan, and I'm sorry that you are. And also, I would like to remind you that you are destroying Charlie's legacy. Now, it is very important that I remind you, we haven't even said anything yet. A 2-minute trailer resulted in one of the most aggressive preemptive PR strikes that I have ever seen.
And basically, what she's talking about, she came out with a trailer saying pretty much, I'm going to come out with this series, and they've been trying to rip her to shreds since she came out with this trailer, like as if Erica's unapproachable. Erica is above all, and you can't criticize her or ridicule her for anything. It's crazy.
They posted photos of my manager's infant daughter, my makeup artist, my family members. Lots of voicemail from my producer. Okay, well, this was initially supposed to be just 3 episodes. Now I'm thinking about a season 2 and a season 3.
Got him. He said, since you want to post kids, I was only gonna make 3 episodes. Now I'm thinking about making 3 series. And if y'all don't know Candace, if y'all ever seen her her Becoming Brigitte series, it was crazy. Crazy.
Because if you haven't quite figured me out yet or thought through how we got here, I don't like it when innocent people are targeted and attacked and on rare occasions shot in the neck in broad daylight. No one blinked when entire investigative series and books were written about Clinton, Michelle Obama, Meghan Markle, because they're public figures. I've effectively endured 10 years in politics with nonstop X-rays and investigations into my background, but we're told Erica is somehow untouchable. Let me tell you something. The truth does not require a multi-million-dollar PR campaign. It also does not fear inspection. So welcome to Bride of Charlie.
Bride of Charlie. Let's get it.
Nothing to hide.
Seems like to me you got a whole bunch to hide. Seems like to me that's all you've been hiding. That's all you've been doing is hiding stuff.
Where should we begin in this story? I think maybe with just a blanket statement. Something is not right with Erica Kirk. And despite a most aggressive influence campaign, which at one point even included a signed letter from the Secretary of Treasury assuring us that Turning Point is above board, an amazing organization, and despite, in addition to that, a flurry of homosexual men making over dramatic videos about sheer evil.
She's so funny. Hey, I love Candace. She's so funny, but she be telling the truth. That's why I like her. She be telling the truth, y'all. That's facts.
No, not mass murdering children. Sheer evil, investigating someone at the helm of a billion-dollar company. Despite all of that, the public remains unconvinced that she is simply a grieving widow, because she isn't simply a grieving widow. She's also the CEO and chairman of an organization. In fact, during our preparation for this series, an investigative journalist named Elizabeth Lane went viral on X because what she authored, Erica, was brilliant. It just was objectively brilliant. It gave voice to what millions of people worldwide were feeling, but didn't exactly know how to express. And I'm going to read you her words in their entirety because I think it's very important, okay? Elizabeth Lane wrote, "I'm going to be blunt. I have reached the point where I find Erica Kirk to be deeply disturbing. not because of rumors or gossip, but because of consistent, observable patterns of behavior. To be clear, everything I say in this post is my opinion. I am not claiming this is a fact. I am saying this is what I think Erica Kirk is. I come from the world of acting and modeling. I have spent years around social climbers, opportunists, image curators, and people who treat relationships like ladders. That is why I left that world. Most of these people are shallow and harmless. A few are dangerous. Erica falls into the latter category not because she is just ambitious, but because of how calculated and performative her ambition appears to be. I believe she may be a psychopath. What stands out immediately is the reaction that she provoked.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I look at her, I see psychopathic tendencies too. I ain't gonna lie. When I look at Erica, she look like she crazy. She just look like she crazy. I don't know. Looks like something's wrong with her. For real, for real.
In other people, which is very common with psychopaths. Across the board, including people who support her publicly, the private reaction is the same. It's, I can't watch her. It's not a criticism, it's just a physical discomfort. People turn off interviews because the presentation feels artificial to the point of being unbearable. Let me explain. That kind of response does not happen accidentally and does not happen often. Research in psychology shows that humans are highly sensitive to emotional incongruence, mismatches between a facial expression, tone, and content. When the effect appears simulated rather than genuine, the brain registers it as a threat. This activates discomfort and avoidance, even if the person cannot consciously explain why. So many of us felt this way, but we could not explain why we could not watch her. Studies on psychopathy, particularly those building on the work of psychologists like Robert Hare, describe traits such as a rehearsed emotional display and shallow affect. These traits can create what observers experience as an uncanny interpersonal dynamic. The discomfort arises, and people want to shut it off because most people rarely encounter extreme affective mimicry in everyday life. So the brain struggles to categorize what it is detecting. Erica is attractive enough, and she had every tool in her possession to sell this organically, except for one thing: emotion. The entire story of what happened could have helped her sell this fully. She really would have been the last person on earth to be a suspect, if not for the FBI's terrible mistakes, Turning Point USA's lies, and her very fake performance. Plenty of attractive, ambitious women move through media spaces without triggering that response, even though we know what they are. This is about something else, an extreme disconnect between presentation that she puts out and the perceived authenticity. Erica is not the archetype of a model actress seeking money and fame and then settling into a quiet life with a wealthy, good looking husband. She is the wolf type who wants to be in the place of that husband. She is not born for a supporting role. She's a decision maker. She appears to pursue proximity to power, moving fluidly between television, nonprofits, branding opportunities, and ideological spaces that maximize her exposure. Her previous partners are guys that women like her would date, muscular, jacked, good looking, even though they are not people with huge potential. They are all somewhat established. They are good stepping stones until the right person shows up. Now, looking at her previous partners, I would say that Charlie probably was not her type visually, but he was exactly what she was looking for in a man: potential to be a great power. What Erica was looking for is the same thing Hillary.
Basically saying that's what is that feature? Basically saying that she was only with Charlie because she seen where he was going, not for love and care and passion and all that other stuff. It was basically she just seen where he was going, and that's what she wanted to do. As she wanted to position herself, just like the Clintons. They say, Bill don't run nothing. It's Hillary. You know what I mean? So she was just one of those ones. I don't marry for power. I don't marry for love. I marry for power.
Clinton was looking for when she met Bill. She recognized that Bill Clinton was her ticket to power, the power that she could control, and she was right. She realized that she could create a great brand out of him and herself, and they still are a brand, the Clintons. No one in this world can say that those two love each other. They are a brand that works. That's why she's sticking around despite Epstein and Lewinsky. Also, if you think Bill is the decision maker there, you must have never been in close proximity to the Clintons. She moves the game. She is the decision maker. Erica saw a brand with Charlie. She also saw that Charlie could one day become president of the United States if he wanted to. Charlie had the ear of the most powerful segment of any society, students. He was going to be a very important player in politics, and she was not missing that ride. What is striking is how completely her public identity reshapes itself after that relationship begins. The aesthetic, the tone, the values, the presentation all change. Overnight, the persona shifts into the role that best suits Charlie's world: devoted Christian, modest, a supportive housewife. That kind of rapid adaptation is quite impressive for a usual person, but not for a psychopath because they do it all the time.
Facts.
In my head, the story goes like this. For a moment,
She calling her a psychopath. Hey, but look, when Erica would do like this, I swear, my husband. Yeah, she be looking crazy.
it works. She becomes the wife of a rising political figure with access to donors, institutions, and national platforms. At that point, the ceiling isn't social media influence, it's empire building, foundations, global reach, a legacy, a brand, the Kirks. It's obvious that Charlie listens to her, whether it's about donors or the trajectory of Turning Point USA. The most influential figure in any mentally healthy man's life is going to be his wife. She's going to be the biggest influence, and that is just how it is. That is why you need to pick your partner wisely. And everything was going well until Charlie began making decisions based on conscience rather than expansion and money. He turns down money. He refuses to play dirty politics. I am assuming someone like Erica, who married into this because she had a vision for this brand, would not be very happy about that. The life she appears to have signed up for, the power couple, expanding influence, historical relevance, was collapsing into something else entirely: domesticity, housewife, kids, and now Charlie refusing to accept the money that can make him a global power. A supporting role instead of center stage is not her thing. Her husband died a few days ago, and she walks onto the stage as if she was born there. It comes naturally to her. She knows it and she wants it. Just days after her husband's death, she was already laying out ambitious plans for the company over Zoom. It's obvious she was always deeply involved in the business and knew exactly where to pick up when her turn came. What people struggle to watch, what makes the screen unbearable, is not grief. It's the absence of emotional continuity. Performances can be learned. Trust me, as a former actress, I can speak to that. But emotion cannot be improvised or mimicked if you've never experienced it. That's why I think we are dealing with a psychopath who has never really experienced these emotions and does not know how to play them. And audiences feel it instantly. It's fake. Again, this is just my opinion.
Now, I'm gonna stop this here. I encourage you guys, I implore you guys to go watch Candace and this episode. It's very informative as usual as most of her work. We're going to be going over bits and pieces of it as we continue. I don't want to get any copyright strikes. I just wanted to put that out there. But hey, guys, go watch this. It's really good, and you might become a fan like I am. Hey, smooth game. We out here. We're working. We're grinding. I'm getting better and better. I'm learning how to do things. As y'all can see, I got thumbnails going. I got things flowing. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to tell one more friend, and then another one. Come on in. We got room, and I treat everybody well. I'm out.